On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. Brings his back complete. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Looking to his fullback now. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Panther 11, Panther 2. Tap, Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Panthers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Panther first down.
Okay, ready? 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Richardson to throw again. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
On the set.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Completed to his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Get it. 70 Timber.
Once more now, it's Richardson. Buying some time right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Couldn't find Jimmy Horn Jr. there. And things look tougher now with third and long.
It's now third and
79 Broncos. Here we go. Here we go.
Here he goes, third and long. And no look in. That throw falls to the ground. Jimmy Horn Jr., the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed. All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
All set for the kickoff. Slye with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Escapes the pocket. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Play fake. It's Milton. All in left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
19-18.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They give on 2nd to Benson. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30.
Cowboy 80.
Running from the pistol with Benson. He's got a gain of 6 there. It's Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's such a magnificent run. Quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Waters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. They'll try and punch it in. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
He was taken down.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal.
It's now 4th.
Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Hawk 70. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. A more aggressive call on 2nd.
Dragon 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. Caught by his back. And they are on it short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Carolina in punt formation. Jack Fox will kick it away. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fields this at the 19. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cowboy 80. Ready. Cowboy 80.
Milton now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go. Start.
3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Harrison. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Benson on 1st and 10. Still has some space inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 3.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Richardson. Wilson on the slant. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Same guy, Wilson again. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Wilson. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On the jump.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Hot 70, hot 60, average, 60. Ready.
Throwing now, Richardson. He's got a man, and Horn has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they had the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
19, 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They give it to him again. And 2 yards are all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go now.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he has this down to the 34. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Racing down the left side. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Bronk. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now. He's got it, and he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that.
Oh, Richardson fumbled it. And the Cardinals grab it. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. 40. The 30. The 10. He's at the 5. And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown. The Cardinals grow their lead off the turnover. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Count 18, Pioneer.
To throw, Richardson. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Okay.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
19, Tiger, 19.
Now they send their back in motion right. Once more now, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break across midfield.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Richardson to throw again. Hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 47-yard line.
They'll throw again. Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st down.
Captain, Cougar 19.
They'll run it from the gun. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a one-score game before halftime. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Panthers 10. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Ready.
Here's Milton, first and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A 6-yard pick.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Warriors 70.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
70.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. It's caught by Harrison. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working now from the gun. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's back to throw. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready. Let's go.
The final throw before the break. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. Stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just 1 play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Can do it on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Max Milton with the INT. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Looking from the gun, it's Richardson. Caught quickly on the slant. And it's tackles made just beyond midfield at the 48.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Get up. 70 Lions.
Now give left side. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinal side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the first down.
Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. Ready.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Oh, try to force it into the slant. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
1st and 10 from the 32.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lions.
Play fake. It's Milton. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That looked like they're trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle third, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
Left side, in the hands of McBride. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Panthers 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
The give now to Benson. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to Benson here on 2nd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 from the 32. To throw, Milton. He's got him. That's McBride. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Milton back to throw. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams to field goals, you have a good chance to win.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Play action, it's Richardson. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air on this first down. Richardson has him on the quick hitter. Down the left sideline he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
17. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Milton out of the pistol here. Throwing the out route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer.
Ready.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready.
It's a design boot. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too. Yeah. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Get the Eagles! Get the Eagles!
Now Milton to throw. Cut out left. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd
Ready?
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready!
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. This one from 42 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
He fields it from the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Crack all 80.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
70.
39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Truck pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Panthers 24. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready?
Now an inside give to Benson. He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. Got all of it, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Here we go.
He'll throw it. Forced out to his right. Got his man. This is McMillan. Space on the right. He's got room. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers come through to tie it in the 4th. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose, that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the set.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Come on. Set. 19 touch.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates.
He's back to throw. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Let's go now. Broncos, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Fullback trying to barrel him across. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on fourth and goal.
Brings up fourth and goal.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Panthers clinging to a 1-point lead. All right, get that popcorn ready. It's fourth and goal late. Looking to throw. The call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Let's go.
Here he is to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Viking 18. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Now to throw. That's caught for the first. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's Benson on the give. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back to throw. He's got Harrison. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Here he is to throw. Hauled in left side. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
19 Tiger, 19, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Benson off his own read. Shoots away from one. And look at this, 9 yards and a nice first down run. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
10 yards on the pickup.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice, that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Go! Ready?
They give on second to Benson. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And that one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
Once again, they call on him, and once again, he delivers. Had to be so confident sending him out there that he was going to win them this game, and he did just that.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Top 60, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw it. This is caught downfield by Horn. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
It's a gain of 20. And the Panther first down.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Richardson. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Complete to number 14.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
At the 36-yard line.
An entire game now hangs on this attempt by Joey Sly. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So it's the